Hello and welcome to Lois and Morgana Davidson Art, and welcome to my studio. It's Lois here, and today I'm going to be testing out a set of 4 brushes that I was gifted over the Christmas season. I haven't had the chance to try them yet, so I thought I'd try them out here on the channel and then you can see what you think of them as well. It's a set of finest synthetic squirrel brushes from the Neptune range by Princeton. They call their Neptune range their thirstiest brush ever. They say it holds as much water as natural squirrel, more durable and more affordable and animal friendly. And so there are 4 brushes here, beautifully presented. In this clear plastic box, they are nicely presented. The packaging looks nice. I think my personal preference would be a little bit less packaging, but that's the way they come, and they are a very good quality brush. I've been using their Aqua Elite 1.5 inch modeler consistently for about a year now, and it's really good. Highly recommend it. And I've got a 2 inch modeler from this Neptune range, which is wonderful. So they are a good quality brush, and as you can imagine, they're not the cheapest brushes you can find, but they are a lot cheaper than their animal hair equivalents like sable or squirrel brushes. I had a look online and I think they sort of average out at about £40 for the set, which for the quality that I know that of brushes that I know this company makes is actually very reasonable. The number 6 quill is beautifully made, as you'd expect. It looks as you would expect. It looks like it's got a beautiful point, so it would hold an awful lot of water and paint, or you'd expect it to, but then to be able to do big washes but also small detail. And the 1/2 inch aquarelle or flat has got this lovely sea glass acrylic handle. It has a bevel at the end, which would be perfect for scratching in sticks, twigs, branches, grasses, all that sort of thing. And the flat end looks really fine, so you could probably get some great marks from it. The number 8 round looks as you would expect. Again, a nice point. It looks like it probably holds a lot of water as well, which is what they say about this brush. They say it's their thirstiest brush ever. And here's the 1 inch modeler. This is how it compares with my 1.5 inch Aqua Elite modeler. I believe that the Aqua Elite range is synthetic sable, and this range, of course, is synthetic squirrel, so they're all a lot softer. So let's give them a try. I'm going to use them to paint in this line work drawing that I've done in waterproof fine liner of a little scene from the picturesque lanes in Brighton. And I'm going to just wet the sky and wet down between the buildings, between the cottages, and then wet the brickwork floor. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of paint. I'm just going to use grey mixed from cobalt blue and a bit of burnt sienna, a bit of raw sienna as well, and that goes on as a really nice sky. I'm going to dip into some burnt sienna and some raw sienna, and using that same grey as well, just bring it down across the floor for the ground. And I'm really enjoying using this modeler brush. 1 inch is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, but it's working really nicely here. It's flexible, it's holding plenty of paint, it's holding lots of water, but it doesn't feel as if I'm out of control with the water, so it's not washing all my washes out. I think it's really holding just about enough. You can see I can just keep going with my paint down the sides of these buildings, just keeping these washes nice and light. I want to keep this looking very fresh. It's just like a sketch that I want to be lightly coloured in. Yep, I'm going to enjoy using this modeler. You're going to see a lot more of it, I think, in the future. And now onto the flat brush, or the 1/2 inch aquarelle as they call it, and dipping into a sort of nice dark terracotta colour for the roof. Cobalt blue and burnt sienna again. And the flat brush made short, accurate work of painting in the roof. And now of the windows. I was worried in case a synthetic squirrel flat might be a little soft, but I think it's fine. It seems to be releasing the paint very evenly, which of course is what you want from a flat brush. And don't forget, it has this lovely bevel at the end, which I'm not going to use today because I'm not scraping any marks out in this painting. But that makes it a very, very useful tool, sort of, a multi-use. And it's holding a lot of paint, even though I'm dipping into more paint every now and again for different colours. I could just keep going again, a little bit like with the Watercolor brush. It's quite surprising how much paint it picks up, but it doesn't release it too quickly. It just releases it in this really nice controlled way according to the amount of pressure you put on it as you paint. So now let's test out this number 6 mop, which is a very handsome looking brush. I'm going to use it loaded with vermilion paint and just carefully paint in this red wall here on this side. Painting around those notice boards, and the fine tip is working really nicely. Again, it seems to be holding the paint in the brush head really nicely and not releasing it too quickly. And of course that's a really desirable quality in brushes, so that we don't lose control of the water as we're painting. So now back to the flat brush to paint with some Viridian green, the paintwork on this main cottage shop here. And then once I've just painted in the wider parts, I'll test out the number 8 round brush for the narrow window frames. Again, for a brush this size, it holds lots of paint, but the tip functions beautifully to deliver the paint exactly where I want it. No sort of splodges or anything like that. And I'm really enjoying this different style of watercolour, where the drawing is the main part and then the paint comes in and just enhances the drawing itself in this sort of style of urban line and wash. These brushes are ideally suited, and I'd say that I'm not really lacking in any style of a brush here. Just about any job that you need to do in a painting can be done once you get used to them with any of these 4 brushes. I forgot to mention the paper that I'm using here, and it's not watercolour paper, it's ordinary cartridge paper, £140 weight, by Snowden. It's a lovely drawing paper, and as you can see, it's taking the paint washes really nicely, and you can see a little bit of buckling, but I'm pretty sure that as soon as this painting is dry, then it will be drying flat. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope it was useful. And if you're looking for a new set of brushes, I highly recommend these or any from this particular range, as you can buy them in open stock. I'm sure you can just, pick and choose the ones that you like. Then they would come with less packaging as well, which would be a bonus. I'll be interested to know what you think of these brushes if you have them at home. And also, if you'd like me to do more brush reviews like that, please let me know in the comments. I really enjoyed trying these out, and I was pleased with them as a gift when I received them at Christmas. I'm even more pleased now that I've tried them out, and I'll be using them a lot more. And please let me know if you'd like to see more of this style of watercolour painting or line and wash, which is quite different from my usual style, but something that I really enjoy doing in my own creative practice. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It's free to do and it really helps with our reach. And thank you very much to everyone that supports us on Patreon. We really do appreciate you. I'll see you again soon. Take care and happy painting. Bye.